Get it. Get it. Let's get it. Gonna give it a few more minutes. Hopefully, everybody's having a great week. It's gonna get better. Why? Because you're here with me, of course. Get y'all drinks. Whatever y'all sipping on. Let me move this out the way. I had water in this cup. Y'all was drinking water. Trying to hide my camera view. Laptop. Go. Pause. Mic's too close to my face. Pause. Can't be having that. Big time pause. We went through some interesting topics on Tuesday. If y'all didn't get a chance to tune in, we talked about some pretty interesting things. So on Tuesday, we spoke about, well, actually last week, Thursday, we talked about have you ever had your sexual ego hurt? Your sexual ego. Ever had your sexual ego hurt? You know? Amethyst, what up, baby girl? You know, a lot of people say, oh, I ain't never had my sexual ego hurt. Bullshit. Especially how fragile motherfuckers' egos are. A lot of niggas and shorties definitely had their sexual ego hurt before. It's okay. We also talked about being a good wingman and wingwoman. That was last week. We talked about last week we spoke about what's that? Oh, being a cock blocker. Are you a cock blocker? Ever been cock blocked on? We talked about can you be over loyal? We talked about our flaws, red flags. On Tuesday, however, we spoke about we spoke about the difference between hating and constructive criticism. A lot of people don't understand the difference between hating and constructive criticism. Of course I do. Because I constructive criticize. Even when I'm talking shit. I don't got a hating bone. I don't hate. I hated before, though. I ain't gonna lie. I applaud myself for that one. Oh, my damn applaud. Too kind. Far too kind. I hated before. Not proud of it. That was a long time ago. I was in college. That's when hating was at its prime. A lot of people call constructive criticism hating. Why? Because they can't take the criticism. So they think that because they're not being agreed with the shit that they want to do, that is hating. And the actual reality is you just got a fragile ego. And then we spoke about there was a guy that was getting married to his shorty, his fiance. They was gonna get married, and the wedding was coming up, and they was charging people to attend their wedding. So we talked about, would you pay to attend somebody's wedding? I got the funniest damn inbox earlier about that shit. Had me like had my side hurt, and I was laughing so damn hard when I read it. Shit was funny as hell, but it was real. Yak, intuition. All right, so I guess we get into the show. Y'all ready? Let's see. Get the comments up here. If anyone that's tuned in, salute to everybody tuned in on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Let's get it popping. Yo, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we do. Getting right, bringing y'all that infotainment with the truth. Hashtag Factuals. We live with me, your host, Vision, the man there, and the meaning. The sort of omens. Giving y'all that sight beyond sight. I ain't the freshest. I ain't gonna say I ain't though. But I bust some super dope moves. J30 type the better 100 to A. Selling they got, oh hell no. Fuck up my face. Boss, what up, Moss? See you down there. So tonight we got some topics that I was going to talk about on Tuesday, but I think we all agreed upon that they were better for Thursday night show, tonight's show. And I think, they are as well. I'm not sure if they can allow me to go above an hour. I think I went more than an hour on Tuesday, so hopefully they don't hate again. If they don't, then we got, you know, a lot of goodness lined up for y'all. Make sure y'all sharing the live. What up, Sheba? To everybody that don't know, she was a guest right now. She don't have a mic though. Let me not call her too much. She gonna run in here and start knocking shit over. So that's my dog. I'm sharing the live. Make sure y'all share the live. Y'all get a chance, share the live out. Invite at least 10 people to come watch the live, join the live. Definitely be appreciated. Spread love. Thank you, thank you. And for some reason, my Instagram says failed to send message, so don't be sending everybody. So I'm going to go through the topics. Let's see, let me get Kurt. Let me get y'all joined in here on this live. Kurt, what up, my G? What up, what up, what up? Yo, hold up. Let me switch the Bluetooth. You know how I have to do every time. Instagram, be on this Instagram shit. There it is. And we good money. Kurt, what up, my dude? How you doing, fam?
I'm chilling, bro.
All right. Tell the people who you are.
I'm Kurt for Philly. OG Kurt.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
Salute to the OG. Oh, that's the wrong one. DJ Pac, what up, what up? DJ Pac on his way into the building. So we're gonna wait for we get to the real good topics. All of them are real good, actually. Yo, Moss, I accepted your request. You didn't get it? Let me try to do it again. You know what? It already said that it's sent. Let me exit out and do it again. Let me do it like this. I think it only works like that. Is Amethyst on the live? There go Moss. He on the park bench with his. There you go. What up, Moss? Tell the people who you are, fam.
Kurt, what up, my guy? What up, Mar? Jean, what's popping?
What's popping, my dude?
I'm chilling, man.
Let's see. I'm trying to join Amethyst. Said I'm gonna try to join in Miss Kid. Try to join in Amethyst. Whoever gets a chance to join in first. Let's get a
Amethyst says she been trying since Tuesday.
Yeah, I actually had Amethyst. I sent the thing to join her on. But she was on the live on Tuesday. Oh no, was she? All right, here, not in the building. All right, bet. So we're gonna let's see. Let's get Miss Kia on here. So, topics we got for y'all tonight. Let me go look at them. Miss Kia, what's going on, baby girl?
What up?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Tell the people who you are.
I'm here, the only person in the world that drinks the water and mind her business on a regular daily basis.
Why you sound down and out? Down.
I'm good.
Sound murky.
Oh no, I'm good. I had a wrong day.
Had a long that said I'm having a bad day, so get out of my way, because we're the pistol packer people. So you don't know about that. All right, so the topics I got for tonight, y'all. Do you change for the person you're with, or do you stay the same? I think we'll start it off with that one. If you were once married and you're planning on getting remarried, would you want a big wedding if it's your spouse's first time? Is there still value in marriage? And do you hold on to people in your circle who can't take constructive criticism from you? Those are the ones we want to start off with. But I also have, do you require toxic in your relationship? And also is toxic fun? I want those to be like the second and third, like probably take the show out. Like those are going to be like the most that we get into. So like, let's start off with did you change for the person that you're with or do you stay the same? So there's really no backstory needed here. Let's just get it started like this. Ooh, ladies first. Miss Kia. So in a relationship, do you change the person you are? You the same person outside of a relationship that you are inside the relationship? So do you change yourself?
Go to somebody else. Hold on real quick.
I think you just asked like 2 different questions, my brother.
It may be. It may be.
You just asked 2 different questions, my brother. You just gave a don't do that to her. She had a long day. She prepped and ready to answer the first question, and you throw are you the same person in a relationship like you are out of a relationship? That's different, brother.
What? I guess it is. I can see that. All right, well, do you change for the person you're in a relationship with, or do you stay the same? Go ahead, boss.
I'm no lady. You just said ladies first.
She said.
Oh, okay. I'm back now.
Oh, she's
back
now.
Yeah, I had to answer a question.
We got cigar boss tonight, y'all.
Hey, Marv.
Really dope. Come through, really dope. Miss Kid.
He at work.
I'm not changing for nobody. If I'm changing anything, I'm changing for myself.
Agreed.
If that person can accept me for who I am when they met me and they know how I am, then what am I changing? I can grow, but I'm not going to change myself. That's it. That's all.
Okay.
Growing is different than changing, though.
Okay. Break it down, Kurt.
But
I mean, let me get my other cigar ready for this one. I feel an answer. You know what I'm saying? I definitely wouldn't change for nobody, but growth is something, you know what I mean, that's inevitable.
All right. So what does growth look like other than, outside of change? Like, what's the difference between growth and change?
I guess the maturity level.
Really don't say, well, if I grow, I change my 9-inch and this. Yo, son. Hold up, man. Whoa.
Hey, yo!
Right, so go ahead, Kurt.
I mean, I just feel like growth is different than changing.
All right. What makes it?
And I mean, because you could be looking at things from an immature perspective.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Once you stop doing that, that's growth.
I like that. From his perspective, podcast.
I agree.
What up? From his perspective, podcast. I'll probably try to join you on if you want to join us at some point. I may have 2 podcasted. So, boss, go ahead, boss. What's your take on that? Or do you want to say something else first, Ms. Kia?
I just said I agree with.
Right. Go ahead, Cigar Moss.
Hold on. Where's my lighter at? All right, so I get where you're coming from on this, OG. However, growth is still peace. How you good? Peace is still growth is still change. No matter. First, let me answer the question. I feel like I see where y'all coming from with it. It's still, rather it's growth, whether it's making adjustments, because no matter what, in order for 2 to be on the same page and grow as one, there are adjustments that are going to be made. Right? There are adjustments that's going to be made. There's growth that's going to be made, no matter how you look at it. From
the perspective of you doing laundry for one person for now doing laundry for two. You know what I mean? You're not thinking about just one in the instance. You're not going to sit there and not do it, right? And that's just a simple way of looking at it. Peace, King. How you good? And that's not just that's just a simple way of looking at it, right? Even in from how the conversations with the significant other that you have, you're not going to talk the same way you do when you're talking to your peoples. Your tone is going to change. The way that you maneuver, the way that you maneuver through your day is not going to be thoughtless. You're going to think about that individual on certain decisions you make throughout the day. There's going to be a change. I don't necessarily think it's just a changing of you. It's also habits. They're going to switch up because if you care about that individual, it's certain things that you're just going to do. So I don't look at it as just from the individual per se. So I see where you all are coming from, but in a holistic approach, yes, you're going to make adjustments if you really feel like this is going to move in a direction that you wanted to move in. You as an individual, you may be stuck on what you stuck on, right? And you're going to put all of that at the forefront for anybody that you decide that this is who you're going to build and grow with, right? However, in order for you to build and grow, they still have to get to know you and you have to know them. And y'all not going to agree on everything together. So yes, with the word growth, you're going to grow with each other, grow in knowing each other a little better. There are going to be some adjustments. I mean, that's in any relationship. So that's just my take on it. You don't have to agree with me. That's just how I see it.
But my thing is, when I get like you said, Moss, I do get with what Kurt and what Ms. Key is saying. And there's no right or wrong answer here, y'all. However, what I will say is this. If you're in a relationship, you're in a long-term relationship, you're in a marriage, you have to do what's called change. Because one, you're no longer single. You're no longer, like Moss said, looking after one person. You're no longer looking after self. One, you change because your main priority does not become yourself. It's now that other person, whether you're a man or a woman, if you're looking for your relationship to work. Change is inevitable. You can call it growth, but growth and change are two different things, like Kurt said. They are two different things, but they can go hand in hand. They can hold hands like Jack and Jill went up the hill. So I'm with Moss with that. I mean, and like, I don't disagree with anything anyone said. I get why Ms. Kia said she's not going to change for anybody. However, like, my thing is this, y'all. I don't know, Ms. Kia, I know you've been in the you're still in the
basically, y'all saying that.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So basically, y'all both basically saying, yeah, y'all gonna change.
I'm thinking
like, look,
it's more so. If you're in it for the relationship, for the duration of the relationship, you want it to work, then you should change, and you should never should anyone. However, that you're no longer by yourself. So change, like you're no longer looking out for self. You're no longer there for self. You have to change certain ways about yourself. Like you can't, as a man, you can't just leave the toilet seat up all the time, right? As a man, like now you're not waking up and just like, yo, you know what? I'm just gonna do what the fuck I want to do today. Because now he's like, yo, I have to look after my shorty. I got to make sure my shorty good. You know what I mean? The way you go about your day is gonna be different now because you have other things you got to protect other than yourself. You know, as a woman, you have other things you got to look after, other things you got to nurture other than just yourself. So now you got to cater to your man. So if you're not catering to your man, like, then that means if you go into a relationship saying, you know what, I am who I am, your relationship is going to end or it's going to be sour and it's going to be a very bad relationship because like, yo, I ain't changing for nobody. Those are the relationships that really go down like a ski slope. You can keep that. No, I'm not changing for nobody. That's different than saying, oh, yeah, I'm not going to have growth and I'm not open to growth and change. You can still grow and still not change, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense.
So the thing is, you can it's like the different it's like when people say, would you rather be right or would you rather, you know, I forgot the dance. Would you rather be right, you know, and lose everything, or would you rather just, you know, keep the peace and, you know, certain things like that? Sometimes you don't have to always be right. So sometimes, yes, you will have to change certain things about yourself. And it's like, I thought about that because a lot of people like, I see a lot of dudes like, I had a conversation. Matter of fact, the reason why I talked about this today is because I had a conversation 2 days ago. And the dude was like, man, I ain't changing for nobody, man. If they don't set me who I am, that's just on them. And I was like, nah, nigga, that's on you. That's on you. I mean, like, you go into relationships saying,
And it depends on what the change is, too.
Well, does it really?
But you know what? Some people, well, one quote is like, you can never change a person. They have to be willing to change for themselves to better themselves.
Yeah, and you said that.
So,
You said
and
you
that's a
changed for
part of
yourself.
growth. Right. And some people try to force change on people. If they're not willing to change for themselves, you can't force it. It has to be willingly. They have to be willing to change. They have to be willing and wanting to grow.
Facts.
And some people, even when it comes to relationships, they're like, oh, well, he doesn't do this. Okay, but there's a certain way that you can communicate in order for that person to want to do that, and who's willing to do that. If he's not willing or she's not willing, then maybe they're not for you.
That's like, and that's like when you said that earlier, when you said I'll change for myself, I agree. That's why I said I get what you're saying. You do have to change for yourself before you change for the other person, because you're changing for yourself because it's like, yo, for me to be better in this relationship, I have to be better for myself, and I have to understand those things. So I don't want to dominate you.
And it's the same. It's the same thing. Like what you just said. Like, okay, I'm gonna change for me, but I see how me not changing, what my actions, how it affects my partner. Okay. So let me change that and show my growth so they can see the growth and I can change on my own. You know what I'm saying? Because I see the effect of me doing the same repetitive or me doing something that they don't like. So I have to change that for myself. I'm not changing it for them. I'm changing it for me so our relationship can be stronger.
Right. And right, Amethyst, Kurt said the same thing earlier. It's about learning each other. Like, you learn each other, so you're growing with each other. Like I said, growth and change are both needed in those situations. So like, I see where you're coming from. I see the different perspectives. I see everything that everyone's saying. Like I said, there's no right and wrong answer here. Like I said, this is about you. Do you do this? Like, how do you see it? How do you view it? You know, my thoughts are just how I view it. Marcy thoughts is how he views it. Miss Kia thoughts how she views it. Kurt is how he views it. So it's all about how you go about your business. Whatever works for you, works for you. Listen, everyone on YouTube, Facebook, leave y'all messages. Type your messages in there so I can see it. Everyone on IG, type your messages so I can see it. That way we can read it out. Kurt, you got something you want to say?
Nah, like you basically covered everything.
Yeah, so like just real quick to recap it, we'll move on to the next. Like, change is inevitable for things to work, because it's like, if you met a shorty in the club, you don't want her still being in the club all the time. You know, like, I mean, or maybe you do. Who knows? But certain things about y'all dynamic is going to change. It's going to have to change. One thing that, should change is that whenever you met each other, you had a roster. I mean, once you got together, you don't want that roster to be there no more, right? So you don't want
that roster should be depleted.
Yeah. So like,
I'm about to say I'm about to say, hold on. We not spring chickens anymore. So I personally feel like if you going with a roster, number one, if you going with a roster, you making bank. All right, let's start there. You know what I'm saying?
Or you broke.
Or straight broke. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no way. Let me tell you right now, Derek Novell is not rocking with a fucking roster at 43. B. Like, get the fuck out of. Listen, I got expensive taste, man. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here. Listen, this is another $30 cigar I'm smoking right now, right? This is the second one. You know what I'm saying? So you want me to do what? You want me to have a roster where I'm trading in and out, dates every other. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't got it. You know what I mean? And there is. And listen,
telling them to pay for the tab, like take you out. Shit.
No, listen, that's gonna happen regardless, right? You share that, but I'm just talking about from like real shit. It's no way that you can sit there and say you're willing to go with one, right? If you still have the residuals of many on you, it's just the shit's just not gonna happen. You're gonna be looking for certain qualities from each one that you're playing with, trying to get it with that one, and they're going to miss. Your focus is gonna be all the way off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what anybody says. Now,
that's a bomb on that one, because that was like that. He literally speaking the truth though. Hose is a hose from the rubber factor to the Home Depot. What?
Listen, my man, I miss my man DJ Young really though in the building, because he's gonna give us the buffoonery that we need tonight, and I'm mad my guy is at work, but I'm just saying real shit. It's just no way that you can do that. If you can do that, you are the greatest. Because it's no way. Because you'll be sitting there. No offense, you'll be sitting there knocking one joint down, and she not doing it how the joint you had on Tuesday doing it. Then you're gonna be bothered, because it's like, damn, like nah, she's not moving the way I need her to move on Wednesday.
But you know what?
No, it's real shit.
And actually, you're messing yourself up. Not even about the roster, but like, how are you able to mentally try to juggle all of these jump offs? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you're fucking yourself up mentally. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you might have a ratchet one here. You might have to change your dress to this one here. You might have to go to the hood for this one there, or you know.
Watch this.
Like, why? Why would
watch
you do
this
that?
though? But watch this. Like, this is the thing. Like, you use the word jump off. I'm not even going to say jump off. I'm going to say this. Each one of them is your girl, because 9 times out of 10, each one is rare that people go into it on some old, you know, that this nigga is doing everything that he's doing. Me, I'm an honest guy. If I'm knocking down 3, you gonna know I'm knocking down 3. However, I ain't got time for none of that.
Exactly. Exchanging energy with simple people.
I ain't got time for none of that. In my younger day, I remember one joint came over and she knew the rule. The rule was, if you come into the crib, you getting fucked. You know what I'm saying? She got there, I'm butt naked, ready at the door.
But
she talking about
her, but
hold on, wait.
But you're telling her your intentions is right there. You're communicating with this.
You're absolutely correct. And then I said, yo, you gotta leave. She was like, what you mean? I said, listen, man, if it's not going down, like, we not wasting my time. She's like, well, we can sit there and talk. While she's saying that, I'm calling the next joint. The next joint show up with the trench coat. She's like, yo, are you serious? Like, yo, Ma, I'm not playing. Like, I want to smack and clap cheeks tonight. You know what I'm saying? And you playing. You my 4 o'clock in the evening.
That macaroni and cheese.
You're my
macaroni and cheese.
Right, you're my 4 o'clock, and you cutting into my 8 o'clock. So I might as well call it 8 o'clock, and let's get it popping. You know what I'm saying?
I say it like this, though, like Ms. Key. What I want to say though, like what Moss is saying, like not all of them are jump offs. Like, I mean, like especially at our age. At our age, it's not really a jump off factor. That shit.
That piece, situationship. Situationship.
No, it's none of that. It's none of
some type of shit.
Hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this real quick. Let me say something. I'm not touching nothing at this point. Yeah, I mean, my peoples get mad at me. I'll meet drinks, and I be like, yo, I'm good. Like I'm alright, I'll pass. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. I'm not wasting that time.
Yo,
like it is what it is.
She said, "OMG, he opened the door to the news."
I mean, he was he communicated what it was at the door. Like, what is there to explain? What is there to discuss? If a man say like, "Hey, you open up the door," and then nigga, what? You ain't got it. As a woman, as an older woman,
groceries home at 4 a.m. That's all I gotta say. Yo,
as an older woman, you be like,
4 in the morning. That was 4 in the afternoon. Like this is
like you already know what it is.
This is when I was younger. Like, yo, nobody got time for that now. I'm not even gonna waste my time. Like, my friends laugh. Like, I'll ask her during the heartbeat, yo, what was the last book you read? Like, what you say? Oh, you can't tell me? We not playing. I'm good. I don't want to talk to you. One of my other people said,
what you say? Let me test the knowledge real quick.
One of my other people's is like, yo, you need to check the For You page. I said, nah, I'm not even going to say that because I watch a lot of pastors throughout the day. That doesn't show up in your For You page. What shows up in the For You page is big booty bitches that I ain't even look at. You know what I'm saying? At least not that month. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. That's what I mean. What happened?
Nah, I'm reading something.
Oh, was the situation already with the trench coat that showed up? Yeah, that was popping. That was a great situation. We had a good thing for a long time. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so you know, I can't play that game now. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you going into something serious, you have to honestly, like I tell people all the time, you have to grieve previous relationships. You have to cut off the randoms. You know what I'm saying? You have to be focused on you. It's no way you can go into another situation and not know who you are going into that situation. There's no way you can go into a new situation, not focus on, you know what, this is somebody I could potentially build with and not give them your full undivided attention. Because if you're unwilling to do that, guess what? It's a failed situation or attempt at a situation, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then you figure as you get older, you start learning, like you got to protect your energy and you have to have, you have to have your peace of mind. And if that person can't bring peace, and not going to that, what can you bring to the table shit? But sometimes people, men and women, some of us as we got older, we like a peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? Like,
every time.
That ratchet stuff, like that's for the birds. Once you hit 40, like that shit goes out the window. Yeah. What can you bring to the table? Like, what can you add to that person?
And I'm sorry, I don't even know about the ratchets. The only ratchet I know is a tool. Yeah, you know what I mean? If you talking about hood boogers, I don't do hood boogers. I'm sorry.
Ain't doing those at all.
And I'm from the hood. Like I'm sitting in my hood right now. I'm sitting in Marcy. Like I could probably count on one hand how many joints I've touched out here. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't, yo. I can't do it. It's not in me.
He said I think that's shoot for him. No.
that is a part of growth, and as like Kurt said, that is a part of growth and change. Because as you get older, you start seeing the people around you and how people act. So you change within yourself. Your shit that you're not going to tolerate. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's that growth in that change in you. You might have did that in the past, but who I am now.
Oh, I ain't do it then. That's why they look at me like I'm an uppity Negro. I don't care.
So look, y'all.
I'm sorry, boo.
We're gonna go ahead and switch it up. Thank y'all for tuning the hashtag Factuals, the one stop for information and entertainment. We call that infotainment and the finest of fuckery. Look, y'all. The next one. Do you hold on to people in your circle? So basically, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, we spoke about. Well, actually, on Tuesday, we spoke about the difference between hate and constructive criticism. The difference between hating and constructive criticism. And then it got into other nuances that actually were relevant. However, something that wasn't actually spoken upon. Like, do you hold on to people in your circle who can't take constructive criticism from you? So, Ms. Kia, get to talk that. Well, actually, no, Kurt, talk about that one first.
Personally, no, I don't hold on to people that I can't talk to constructively, because that means that they ain't gonna do it with me. Like, so I gotta hold myself accountable.
Good.
I got to basically hold myself accountable, and having those people around me is not a way of being held accountable for the shit I do. 'Cause I'm not a perfect person or nothing. So no, I don't keep them people around me. I try not to. I try not, try not to have those kind of people in my circle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just because I got to be held accountable for my shit too.
Now, well, you say so you said that if they can't accept that from you, they won't give you constructive criticism. So, like, so do you think that those people, like, because I know a lot of times, and in a lot of cases, people like to tell you about yourself, but don't want to hear about themselves. So, do you think that when they do that, do you think that that's more so on the hate and tip, or do you think that they're really trying to give you constructive criticism?
That sounds like a little more hate to me than constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because how can you give it but can't take it?
I like that. Pause too, but I like that.
Yeah,
like
pause. I forgot. Pause.
I better go ahead and pause you on that one, girl. Hold up.
Hey, yo!
Nah, but on the real, I like that. I feel you on that one, 1,000%. 1,000. Go ahead, Moss.
Nah, I don't deal with full of shit niggas, full of shit women, none of that. Because if we're in,
exactly.
If we're in the age, I'm not even saying in the age. As a shorty, I was always taught that iron sharpens iron, right? There should be nobody around you that you can't talk to them about their flaws, and they can't talk to you about your flaws, and they not be from a place of love. And we all know that. With that being said, when it comes down to women, I'm gonna say delivery is key, right? However, we're also in an age where we have sensitive men, so delivery is key with them too, because you got a lot of emo dudes out here, and you got to be careful with how you say things. So if I can't have anybody in my team that foregoes the toxic, right? And when I say toxic, meaning that what you just said, they can give you all the critique in the world, however, are unwilling to see they're wrong.
Yep.
Right. Because like it's crazy how I grew up where there's one thing. If you're pointing one finger at somebody, there's three more pointing back at you, right? And that's a fact. No matter how you look at it, you can point at somebody right now. There are three fingers that are pointing right back at you, because nobody's perfect. The only perfect person walking this earth, he was Jesus, and even he was flipping tables in the church. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, you and we can't even play that game. So I don't even keep those type of people around me. Once I see that type of snake around me, I'm good. I'm cutting you off. You know what I mean? And it's all good. And it's not coming from a place of, I'm not going to tell you. I'm like, yo, nigga, I can't fuck with you. You know what I mean? And if you need to know why, this is why. Don't hit my line. I'm good. You know what I mean? So that's how I am now. I don't keep those type of individuals around for what? They're a cancer. Everything you touch is forever be. Everything you touch is going to forever be scarred. You know what I mean? Because you're going to have this person, nah, you can't do that. Nah, that don't make no sense. And not coming from the point, a perspective of, you know what, this nigga is about to be winning. They looking at it from perspective of, yo, nah, he doing that. I don't want him to do that. I don't want him to do that because guess what? He going to elevate and I can't elevate. You know what I mean? And that's just one way of looking at it. Not even getting into the situations where a dude that you ran the streets with, they see you trying to clean your life up and they got a problem with it because they not eating the same. Yep. Or coming from the perspective of, yo, you get a nice young lady in your life or a nice young man in your life, whichever way you go. You know what I mean? And they help to see the better in you so that you don't have to go that crazy route anymore. Or guess what? See that you can grow to beyond your potential that you saw in yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta cut those people off.
Let's go ahead.
Because that's the slippery.
What was the question? I had you on mute and I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. I was listening to Marcy. My phone is like there.
Do you hold on to people in your circle who can't take constructive criticism from you?
My circle is really tight because I protect my energy and my peace of mind. So, like the 5 friends that I do have, I know the difference between constructive criticism and none of them actually hate because we all pray for each other. We all congratulate each other on whatever endeavor that we have going on. And if a person does hate or whatever the case may be, like I can sense the energy, whatever words that they're using. That tells me how they are if I'm telling them something. Constructive criticism, I can take constructive criticism. I'm not perfect. I would like somebody else's, opinion on something. I can agree with it and I can disagree with it. That doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It just means that they're looking out for me and I can take it with a grain of salt. So, my 5 friends that I do have, I just, we don't tolerate the hating stuff. We don't have time for the hating.
So in other words, what she said, she got 5 friends. So all the full of shit people got cut off a long time ago.
A very long time ago. Because I can sniff out people who are fake. I done went through something this past couple of weeks and my best friend, she texted me like, I want to just check up on you. Call me 3 times until I picked up my dang phone. You know what I'm saying? So it's that type of energy. And we keep the same energy all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I can sniff when people are hating. I can sniff when people are, just being an asshole. I just don't deal with it.
So is it normally just friends?
Friends and family. My family knows. Listen, my friends and my family, they like, if they want to know something, I know. But at the end of the day, I stay to myself. I would call my family, check on them. But as far as like the constructive criticism, I can hear it in some people's voice, but then I can hear when somebody's all like, oh, they're hating or why can't I? So it's the words that people use. You can tell when somebody's giving you constructive criticism and you can tell when somebody's hating on you.
Yeah, you can always tell when someone's genuine or disingenuine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. And it's the words that they use and how they use it. Yeah, and how they use it. Like you calling them like, hey, girl, I just needed your opinion on something. And it can go one or 2 ways.
Yeah.
Well, what's the question? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, depending on who your friend and how you protect your energy, and it goes with anybody, you know what I'm saying? Not even just friends. It can be your partner. It can be your family members. Your family members, those are the most hating motherfuckers sometimes. Like, sometimes blood don't even act like blood.
So, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Remember Above the Rim? Pac was like, look, just because a motherfucker's born family don't mean you stay family. That motherfucker don't give a fuck about me, you. But that was some real shit, though. It's crazy how like everything he did was like it was deemed negative, but the shit that he said was heartfelt.
It was,
It was, and it was genuine. It was real because if you ever been through situations like that, you'll realize it. Like sometimes you got family members who will be as close to you as your skin. And those are the ones who will really be the ones that like just can't stand you. Know what I mean? Or just don't like some of the shit that you do, like, know what I mean? But they won't tell you. But yeah, the shit will come out in other ways, in other forms. You gotta be wary of shit like that. Like, and then like
I found out that I found out the hard way when people sat there and said, it came from a family member's mouth, and it got back to me. And imagine I have 13 brothers and sisters, right? So I'm like the 3rd oldest. And my dad was a Rolling Stone. But it got back to me that they said that the reason why they don't invite me to something because they said, I think I'm too good. I said, no, it's not I'm too good. It's just the fact that I work my ass off to get what I want and make sure I don't settle for less. I'm not dumbing myself down for nobody. So if you feel that I'm too good, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. Everybody know that's a you problem, not a me problem. Since I was 13, I've been working and I bust my ass to make sure I had and make sure my kids had. So if you want the same thing, we got the same 24 hours in a day. So why can't you get the same shit?
Yeah, so
Why ain't you doing the same shit? So why you gotta hate?
I'm there with y'all with that. Like with the one thing I don't like is I'm very straightforward. And one thing I cannot stand is when someone say, "Oh, it's the way you said it." I mean, now I get it, and sometimes,
but it's the difference in being straightforward and being insensitive, though.
Mm-hmm.
it is.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
however, what I would say is this, Kurt. I do get what you're saying. In testing that theory, right? Me personally tested that theory with different people, and the way I said it, I could be straightforward. I could beat around the bush. I could sugarcoat it. It was all perceived in the same exact way. Why? Because it wasn't the message. It was the messenger.
it was the message.
Yeah, I got niggas in my circle and
So-
even shorties in my circle who are
Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on. Let's think outside the circle,
think outside the circle.
right? And when I say this, it's how it's received, no matter how you say it.
Always.
You know what I mean? It can be, and that's why, and that's why that's there. It's not what you say; it's how you say it, because the person receiving it can take it and feel some type of way about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying. Not knocking it, because in all different circles, it's different. You know what I mean? You can and think about where you're going with this. And like I said from the beginning, I said women and men are sensitive. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why I say it's how it's received. Your message can be genuine as hell, no matter how you put it out there. It's gonna boil down to the way it's said. And however, it's also the only thing that matters how that person, he or she, receives it. And if they receive it from a place of, yo, I don't like how the person said it to me, they're not going to receive it well.
So
no matter how you say it.
So based off of what you just said, right? And that's what I was actually getting at. So listen, like he said, how it's received, right? How it's received comes from the person who's receiving the message that the other person is giving. So like I said, like, it's how that person is listening, okay? How it's received, how that person is listening. If that person is someone who can't receive it from you, think about that. They automatically have what's called a wall up. Whenever you're telling them anything, they got a wall up. That means no matter if you be like, yo, why the fuck is this guy blue today? Yo, what the fuck are you trying to say to me? But if you said, man, it is amazing how, like, yesterday the sky was kind of seemed purple, but today it just seems like it's a hue of blue. Yo, what the fuck are you trying to say to me? It doesn't matter, because it's you that's saying it. How it's received is going to come from a place of defense from that person if they cannot accept something from you, because someone else could tell them the same exact thing, maybe even more harsh. Bobby on the moon, what up, my G? And I bet you they will receive that if that's something that they were willing to hear from someone else.
Some people just have selective hearing. They hear what they want to hear. They listen to
That's not about selective hearing. I do get what
no, I'm just saying though. They want to. Some people listen to respond and not just listen.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You get what I mean?
And that's
like they miss the message. They miss the message somewhere. Same with women. They want to pop off, and instead of you listening, shut the fuck up and just listen to what somebody's trying to tell you.
Listen,
it's either it can be good for you or it can be bad for you. It depends on how you want to take it.
I'll tell you straight up. I've been, and I'm not picking on anybody. I mean, I'm gonna tell you just different scenarios. I've been married. I got family. I got friends. The whole shebang, you name it. Co-workers that, like, listen, I'm across the board. And like we talked about earlier, change, yes. Do change. And I made adjustments and changes for them people, and I found out that the shit just wasn't worth it. Because of the fact that The same message I relayed in a straightforward way, I relayed in a let me go all the way around the corner type of way. Like let me make sure, let me step on eggshells for this person. And it was the same exact shit. Why? Because it's not about the delivery.
I don't. No, I'm not saying. It's not. I'm not. I'm gonna say it's all encompassing. You know what I'm saying? All encompassing. It depends on.
Somebody spell out on a Wednesday. Go ahead.
It all depends on that person on that day. You know what I mean? Depends on what's going on with them because they just may not like you.
No.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm just saying, they just may not like you. And the fact that it's coming from you, like you said, the deliverer, right? I'm talking speaking from the perspective of, all right, let's see, all the stars are aligning. You're just having a conversation and it just comes off rather abruptly. You know what I'm saying? It can definitely be, all right, yeah. You know what I mean? It could be a little too much to somebody.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like, so, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, and like you're saying, that day, sometimes like somebody could be having a bad day and that message just rubs them the wrong way that day. It may not just be the deliverer that day. So I get so let's separate that. True. Oh, what up, my G? Sometimes it may not just be the messenger. Sometimes it may be just whoever on that given moment. Like, so is that what you're saying?
I'm saying both.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
All encompassing. Because
yeah. Everybody go. It says.
I don't know.
Kurt, you still there?
Kurt's not on, and
his kid's not on.
Nah, neither one of them are on.
I don't know what the fuck happened. Kerry, what up, Kerry? Oh, well, let me see if I can join my nigga Arden on the live real quick. Black King, what up, my G? So right now, y'all, we're talking about, do you hold on the people in your circle who can't accept constructive criticism from you? We're having some great conversation right now. I don't know why the fuck my phone is dumbing the fuck out. Let's see. I did go Kurt right there. So like to me, and I'm not disagreeing with anybody. Cause like I'm loving all perspectives, all perspectives of what everyone is saying. And you know I've actually seen this from different perspectives myself. So it's like I'm going based off of personal like instances here as to where like I know that you know this happens in different ways and like a lot of times. Kurt, what's on my G? You there?
Yeah.
I can't see you on my live. Now I mean I don't understand why. Like, but it's Instagram for you.
Nah, he on. He on now. He had dropped off.
Let's see. Black King, I'm trying to join you into the live, Black King. Anyone else want to join the live? Let me know. Put join. I'll try to join you on. I know Two Tone can't do it tonight. I want to join Carry On. On live. Black King, what up, my nigga?
What up, my guy? What up, my guy?
Tell the people who you are, man.
Your boy Black King Twizzy 215 sitting here sipping, chilling, you know, in my little side office, which is my bathroom. My daughter's asleep, so I can't do too much right now. It's all about office smoke.
Hey, just don't handle other business in there while you're on the live. All right, now we good.
Entrepreneur, poet, MC, king, family guy. You know, my name Peter Griffin. And shit, and just a hard worker. I let anybody say what they're going to say because I want to say something about what you just said in regards to the topic and whatnot.
Dive right into it.
Well, I basically say this. If you can't take constructive criticism, we could never grow as a couple, as a friend, in a relationship, anything. Yeah. My thing is people accept. Like, if you look at it, a female, she accepts every criticism from her boss, but won't accept it from her husband. Same thing with dudes. You accept your homie saying this, get your shit together, this and that and the third, but the instant your chick say it to you, You got the attitude. Same thing, vice versa. A chick will hear from her girlfriend, her cousin, her sisters, the doctors. She hear from everybody in her circle that she need to lose weight. But the instant you go to that chick and you fucking with her on that type of time, you're like, hey, babe, let's lose weight, or you need to lose some weight. She can hear from anybody but you. I know it's not what you say, but how you say it. But regardless of how you say it, most females will not take that criticism from their mate. And a lot of men won't listen to their woman. How can you not listen or take criticism from somebody that you're supposed to be building with? Whether that's a friendship, like, everybody want to listen to the criticism the boss give them because, oh, this person is paying me. Well, this nigga is giving you his whole life. This female is giving you her whole life. So you'll put the thought of your employer over the person that you sucking and fucking at night. That's kind of backwards.
Baby backwards.
Like your employer tell you, hey, yo, look, don't wear no jeans and no sneakers, wear khakis, my nigga. He tell a chick, hey, yo, them halter tops and all that, this and that. But they'll listen to the boss. But let homeboy going out on a date with his girl and she like, hey, yo, could you not wear sneakers tonight and jeans? Put on a sweater or some khakis or something. We going out somewhere nice. He'll look at her like, bet you can't tell me what to do. Yeah. But I'll listen to the boss. Same thing with her. She ain't going to listen to a dude like, hey, yo, that bar you be going to, them niggas thirsty, is going to be a problem. You don't listen to them. Next thing you know, you go to the bar, next to one of them niggas done grabbed you. Now you coming to get me killed when something that I done told you from in the rip. Mm-hmm. Like, and it's not, I understand it's not what you say, but how you say it. So you do have to present yourself in a well-mannered way to be heard. But me, myself, from my clothing line to anything that I'm saying, if somebody can give me criticism, a lot of people, criticism help you to grow. It helps you grow when you're able to accept it and move past a lot of dumb shit. You got to actually hear people. Not only listen, you got to hear what they're saying. And if you hear them, you got to listen. Then you got to interpret it and understand. All criticism is not bad in a negative way. You could have some shit and I'll be like, hey, yo, that joint hot, but say these words with emphasis. It'll make you better. If you can listen to that shit and grow, not everything somebody tell you, you got to stick and hold on to it. No, one ear, in one ear, out the other. Keep what's going to help you and let go what's not. Stop harboring dumb shit that you don't need to. Right. But if you can't accept criticism, lock yourself in a fucking room forever because that's how you grow.
Yo, hold up, man.
Well, excuse me for ranting, but you know.
Here you go. So, yo, now I'm with you. Like, yo, what's his Bad Course said Black King is pooping while he's saying this.
No, I'm just sitting in the bathroom because I can't be out. I don't smoke at my house. I don't smoke around my daughter, even though she's in her room.
Salute to everybody that's tuned in tonight, y'all. Salute to everybody that's tuned in. Please contribute to the show also, like by giving your input. I want to know everyone's thoughts on this because I mean, like, it's important because a lot of times people are afraid to have conversations about a lot of things, and a lot of times, like, Boss was here from season 1, so he know a lot of times people were like, yo, why would you talk about that? And it's like, yo, but yet we want them to have a good conversation about a lot of shit that people conceive as fuckery, right? And that's why we define us as fuckery. You know what I mean? So it's like people from, no matter how old you are and how young you are, shit happens. And everything is happening, like, whether we're talking about something like derogatory and sexual, like, listen, it's shit that motherfuckers do. It's something that's deemed as like home. This isn't educated.
This isn't looked at as fuckery though, bro. We know what fuckery is. This ain't one of them.
No, but what I'm saying is there's all levels.
We say the finest of fuckery so they can be able to swallow the pill. Some people look at it. Some people look at the truth and actual Jews as being fuckery, and then they look at the fuckery like this is actually knowledge.
No, what I'm saying is because I've been here one. He know what I mean by the fuckery. You're taking it from the logical perspective, and I'm not discrediting what you're saying. What I'm saying,
and I reiterate my
what I'm saying is, this ain't considered fuckery. He know what I'm talking about when I say fuckery. I mean, this is definitely on adult lines of how far we've come. That's like, that's
no, I've been around on the lives and how we get into it, how we fuck around. Like but that's the thing, that ain't nothing but the power of minds exchanging information and energy.
Absolutely. No, that's a complete fact.
There's always respect in the room. He always delegate and make sure shit is on point. But it's been times where we've been in lives spitting so much real shit, so many Jews, they start fucking with the live.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fact.
It happened
they like, hold on.
What was that, Thursday or Tuesday when that happened?
Last week, Thursday.
It was Thursday. Yo, fam.
Last Thursday.
Like, these motherfuckers.
They cut us off like abruptly. They just shut the live down. And then they told him, like, they gave him a different reason. They gave me a different reason. They gave Fitch they gave 5 different people different reasons.
The reason was the vibration that you was creating is not good for their system. Yeah. They feed off us being in a state of perpetual fear, anxiety, this and that and the third. When you start collaborating and people start feeling that energy, and actually, instead of us being on here like, fuck you bitch ass nigga, no, we sitting here, hey, what's up, King? Introduce. We sitting here spitting a whole bunch of positivity, and they look at that shit like, because if you look at it in a just of it, anybody else get together is some type of movement. They so proud of them. But when black people congregate, we got to be up to something negative.
Oh, it's all negative.
So my thing is, and my Bernie Mac voice, fuck them and keep doing what you do.
And the AI don't. I mean, the AI is. This might as well be DJ Vlad, his culture vultures. So Mako say, yo, his fucker is showing up buck naked at his door with Tim's. She's talking about.
But I just read a joint how they was getting on Vlad because he looked at which comma Marlon Wayne's, because Marlon Wayne was like, my parents' fee is 40 racks, right? This nigga is from one of the most prominent, famous families that been in this business. And he's asking for 40,000. He should be asking for 150. But you gonna talk about he's not famous enough for y'all to pay that bill? Like, they shouldn't even allow this nigga to even broadcast no more. He has gotten rich off of culture. People swear, like even a DeMarcuri, and I'm sorry for stepping off site, when you see the bitch at the Olympics, she's a professor, and she kicks people out so she can be there doing that goofy shit because she felt as though she doesn't read about the culture, so she know about the culture.
Yeah, the Australian breakdancing professor.
Yeah. Like, bitch, do you think motherfuckers ain't really living a culture like we live it and feel it like we feel it? So it's like, we got to start realizing and monetizing our own frequency, man. Like, every time I tune into your show, my energy change, nigga. I feel up in vibration. And I mean that on some real shit. Every time I tune in, like, I don't get to tune in too much because I be on my Peter Griffin. I be with my daughter. But every time I tune in, my vibration go up, man. People that tune in and they feel that shit, they be like, oh, this nigga the one. They got that. We all took the red pill.
All right. Kurt, you got something you want to say? I forgot you because I can't see you on my screen, fam. I'm mad as hell. Like,
we apologize.
Kurt, you there?
No, I mean,
yeah,
I'm here.
You want to tap in on that, Kurt?
No, I feel everything bro was saying. Like, we got. Hey, can I say this before my phone go dead too, y'all? We got to do something, y'all. Or they gonna keep raising up everything. Every shit that was $1 was $1.25, $1.29. Now was $1.37. They keep taking, and we, the consumers, keep going into the store like, why the fuck is flour $10? Let me get 2 bags of this. They getting on my fucking nerves, but we still buying the bullshit. We have to come together and use these platforms to actually fuck being woke, because everybody in here, I know y'all motherfuckers educated. I hear y'all, I feel y'all energy for educated brothers. Fuck being educated, fuck being woke. What we gonna start doing? We gotta start building a foundation. And I don't mean to really talk about this shit on live because they start trying. We really need to do, like, they charge us extra for the poison, gentlemen, and they taxing us to do it.
Yes. Oh man.
Like, on some real shit.
That's Tuesday. That's next week's show. We're gonna get into that. Let's do this tonight before your
I
phone dies.
appreciate it.
And I love. Do me a favor. Like send me that thought into my inbox, all right? So I do want to talk about that. Let's get into this, y'all. Let's get into the topic that I posted originally to make the the pause and gravy of the show. Y'all know that, and I mean, I'm not going to say the M word. Thank y'all for tuning in to hashtag Factuals, your one stop for information and entertainment. We call that infotainment and the finest of fuckery. Look, do you require some toxic in your relationship? Now, I will give a little backstory on this. And then Black King was the latest to join us, so I'm going to let him tackle this first. Do you require some toxic in your relationship? The reason why I ask this question because I watch a lot of like clips, a lot of shows, and like just to gauge what's going on out there. And then I also ask those questions myself. My inbox, when I put those questions out there, those fillers out there, a lot of women, I want to say, if I ask 10 women, I want to say 7, it's a good 70% said that they need some toxic in a relationship. Because
some what?
Toxic in their relationship.
Oh no, I don't. No.
Well, you figure good girls like bad boys. They say they want toxicity because they pick the guy that they want instead of the guy that's right for them. The guy that's right for them right there. But they want that toxic. They want Tyrone. So they can always play the victim. Oh, I'm doing it by myself. You didn't have to because you had a nigga who was on an up and up. You thought was handsome enough because you fucked this nigga. But you ain't want to take that nigga long term because it wasn't exciting enough for you. Sometimes it is good to have, I wouldn't say necessary toxicity, but you got to have some controversy. Controversy do make you better. It puts you, like when you sitting there and you playing basketball with some bum ass niggas, there's nothing there. But if you playing ball with a nigga that'll play D on you and all that, it elevates you. So you do need a little bit of the rough and tear to it, but not toxic. Toxic is a little bit. I ain't gonna even lie. Sometimes certain things is like, I'm good. She got a backbone, but I don't need too much of it. Toxic, okay, but when the toxicity start becoming masculine, then that's when I have a problem with it.
Okay. My bad. Go ahead, Kurt.
No, I mean, I'm just processing what my man just was saying. Like, you just gotta have a good balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess toxicity keeps you unbalanced.
Okay, so
but no, me personally, I can't fuck with a toxic person because it just throws my energy all off. Like, I can't balance that shit.
So all thoughts says, so be toxic and feminine? Got it. No, not a good combination. All right. Yo, really though says, yeah, they say that they want toxic, but when you skibbity pap upside their head, suddenly they want protection and police. Niggas said skibbity pap upside their head. So, yeah.
But that's them females that can't handle toxicity like that.
But those be the toxic ones. Those be the ones who be the toxic motherfuckers. And they're like, and then when they bring that toxic out of the nigga who put their hands on them, then it's like, oh, I can't believe you did this shit. It be the same ones that put their hands on the nigga. I was talking to somebody the other day. He was like, yo, I'm finding nowadays more chicks putting their hands on dudes, and I don't understand what this is about. I said, nigga, this been happening. Chicks been putting their hands on shorties. And when they put their hands on the dude, it's because of the lack of respect. When a shorty put their hands on a man, one, they will call another dude to put their hands on him. They will call another dude to line that nigga up. When the shorty call the cops on you, it's a wrap, my nigga. They're done. Get away from them. They are the scum of the earth. They are like, especially, I mean, unless
that's toxicity to me.
Unless you out there beating them with a bat, like really, really physically abusing them, unless you're doing all that other shit. If they call the cops you because you had an argument in their face, like whatever, like if they're calling the cops you because like just because it's a thing to do, my nigga, they are the scum. Get away from them.
Who says that's the thing to do though? Like,
Other shorties.
The cops is never.
Listen.
The cops is never an option for
They
me.
know the cops will come there and have their back. Like, yo, my man's had to call the cops on his shorty because she was really scratching him and doing all this other shit to him. And the cops came there and looked at that nigga like, why you call us? But let them came there and she had a scratch on her. That nigga would have been arrested. That nigga would have been locked up. The court date would have been in 5 months. He would have been to get out until then. Get the fuck away from them, yo. Trust me on this one. So, go ahead, Moss.
No, I'm good. I don't play that shit. Let me tell you something. Every relationship I've ever been in, I lead with, listen, you act like a lady, I'm going to treat you like one. You act like a nigga, I'm going to treat you like one. You can do whatever you want. You can yell, bark, scream, be annoyed. If you didn't birth me, don't put your hands on me. That is a fact.
Facts.
I'm not for the toxic. I know what my hands are capable of. You know what I'm saying? And then anybody who knows me knows I'm usually dealing with petite women, no taller than about 5'6". You know what I'm saying? And 5'6" is pushing it for me. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I thank God I've never gone through or had to endure anything like that. I remember one shorty, she tried me one day. I sat on her. And I said, listen.
Yo, son.
I said, listen.
Yo, son.
This is something you really don't want in your life. I sat on her. And I sat on her. I had my torso on her, and I had my knees on her hands. She said, Marcy, get off of me. I said, listen, let this be the only conversation. You remember that scene out of The Bodyguard when the big nigga wanted to fight Kevin Costner in the kitchen?
He said,
with the chair on. Yeah, I sat on her. And I said, yo, Ma, let's not do this ever again. And she never did it again. She was very apologetic the following day. Then I had another joint.
He said,
Brooklyn joint.
Man, sit your ass down.
She tried me, and I threw her across the room. On the bed. Her head almost hit the side. The side table next to the bed, the nightstand. And I left for a few hours. I came back. She's apologetic. She cooked. I said, let me tell you something. I'm not eating that shit. She was like, yo, I didn't do nothing to it. I said, yo, you eat it first. Yeah. She ate it. I said, yo, that could have been a special plate for you. Now I ain't eating shit. She just bust out laughing. I did not eat that night, right? But it's just one of them things like, yo, you're adult. And even then, I was young. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. Like, I don't like that. I'm not a part of that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I'm working security in Baltimore, and a nigga got caught in the club with a chick, but he wasn't even really doing that. He was just chopping it up with her. His shorty threw a brick through his Benz, through the window. Came outside. I said, yo, you want me to call the cops? Nigga said, nah, she just a little upset. I like that shit. I said, what did you say? Yeah. I said, you a different man. I can't play that. I'm good.
Very different.
I'm not with that. I'm not with the, excuse me for chewing in y'all ear, but I'm not with the females who get mad and cut up clothes or bleach clothes or mess up cars like because of a misunderstanding. What? I'm good.
He said,
and these niggas go back to them.
He said, my being tried. Been testing for me for years. She turned her back. Oh shit.
Battered woman syndrome and battered man syndrome is a thing. I'm good. I'm all right. I'm telling you right now, if a chick hit me and it's one of them situations you said the nigga got scratches and shit on him, yo, she's going to jail. I'm not ending it until I know she's got charges. I don't care. Because if the roles were reversed in this Me Too movement type of thing, yo, you're going to jail, man. I don't care.
Let me tell you what the cops did when they got there. First off, they started questioning him.
That's right.
They started questioning him, and then it came down to like, yo, why you call us? It's like they started pressing him and started acting like he was the aggressor or whatever because he called them. They tried to play him like he was like a bitch ass nigga because he called the cops on her for
you know.
They just saying he had scratch all over.
Watch this.
Hold on. To the point to where it's like, yo, he was like, yo, why the fuck did I call y'all if y'all gonna come here and do this? He was like, yo, had she called y'all on me, y'all that came here ready to arrest me. Y'all came here because I called y'all on her and y'all ready to arrest me. What the fuck? I said, hot damn.
Watch this. Watch this. You know where he messed up? He messed up by letting it go. I would have called the cops again. I would have gotten their badge numbers. I'd have called them again. I'd have had my bag packed. I'd have took pictures, and I'd have been outside. And you know what? My attorney would have been on the line. I'm not playing this game with these young ladies today, man. Get out of here. Because nothing warrants you putting your hands on anybody's child. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where things get. That's where the lines get skewed. Like, nah, I don't care, man or not. Nah, you put your hands on me, I'm calling the police. Why? Because that's domestic violence. If you're lucky, I don't go to a shelter after you beat me up. I'm definitely making it stick. Straight up. Dead ass.
Yo, Kurt. The funny shit is the whole time he's saying all this bullshit, which is not really bullshit, but all this bullshit because who's saying it? He said, and it's never a reason to put your hands on anybody's child. Coming from this nigga.
Nah, it's different. Nah, it's different. Domestic. Nah. Let me tell you, domestic violence.
Okay, yeah, I get you.
Domestic violence fucks your life up.
No, it doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like, nah, fuck that.
Kurt, I'm thinking about
this has nothing to do with beating up niggas who
Mark, he ain't never been no dude like that. Like, you can tell he ain't no beater and he ain't in that.
This is what I'm saying. Like, yo, beating up a nigga who warrants his ass getting beat, right? Ain't the same as beating up a woman or a man getting beat up. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing warrants that. You know what I'm saying? Don't put your hands on me.
I was about to
you know what I mean? It's bad enough. I don't even like people touching me as it is, right? So once I'm dealing with a woman and she's in that space with me and I'm allowing that type of intimacy to happen, right? For you to be upset and you to put your hands on me on that type of manner, nah, you going to jail, man. Fuck out of here.
I was watching the video. It was maybe a month or two ago, y'all, right? And like I said, I'll just time exposes bullshit. What up, my nigga? Let me tell you, see my German nigga be on here. But like I was saying, like I was just laughing because of when you said that statement. It just took me back to like, hold up, don't put your hand in anybody's child. Like, nigga, as many times like we done like, never mind. But
that's different.
Yeah. But
that's different.
Yeah, I know, but it's funny. It just took me there. But so I watched the video. It's about maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago, and it's a dude, a skinny dude. I mean, my size, whatever. I mean, like, probably a little smaller. I'm about 168. I probably lost weight. This dude was I'm 6 feet. This dude was probably maybe like all of like 160. I mean, and Shorty, like a little skinny, she looked doped out, and she's talking to him. Her hair ain't even done. But she talking to him and like he's telling like, yo, like lead it, like they talking about like the weed and shit that's there. And she's like, bang, stole off on him with a quick jab. I'm like, ooh, hold on.
And that's when the people's finally jumped in when he decided to respond.
Yeah, he grabbed up like, yo, stop hitting me. And then the dude with the green shirt came and grabbed him. I said, I would have fucked that nigga up, son. On the real. That nigga with the green shirt would have got his ass whipped. Hold up.
Watch this though.
I would have whipped that nigga's ass that entire fucking night when the cops got there, but when they left, I would have whipped his ass in the cell. I would have whipped his ass in the car. I would have whipped his ass in the fucking everywhere. He would have got his ass whipped. Like, I would have beat the pulp out of that nigga, fam. On the real.
Yo,
don't fucking.
I say all of. I feel you on that. However, right, that nigga still went back. That nigga still went back to shorty. No matter how we look at it, that battered man and battered women syndrome is real, son. I'm saying 9 times out of 10, he went right back to her. Just because that shit, listen, that shit went viral. Them niggas don't care that shit went viral. They looked at it like, yo, we getting paid off this. Nah, you look stupid. You sound stupid. And you're dealing with a bird. And that's the thing. Think about how many women get beat, right?
Yeah. All
signs say you should be leaving this nigga, right? They go right back to them. It's not to the point where some of these women get beat to almost. It's not to a point where these women get beat almost to death, if not death, until they realize it was the bad situation. They should have left. Yeah. Now, I mean, it's real. It happens every day. Every day.
It does. And Kurt, like, what's your take on that, Kurt?
Did you see the video? No take on it because I'm not into that shit. Like, you putting your hands on me putting my hands on you. I'm like Marcy.
We don't need to be together. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't touch me. Yeah, you're right.
Like, at the end of the day, like, I've never put my hands on you. Don't put your hands on me. My mom is dead. You can't put your fucking hands on me.
That's it.
So I don't have that syndrome.
Yeah, like, you gotta go. Like, I don't play that. And the crazy part about it, there are so many signs that lead up to a situation like that, right? And people don't take heed to those signs. It's those red flags that people talk about regularly that individuals ignore.
Yeah.
Right? And it's insane. Because they buy them gifts, because they spend money on them, because they take care of their kid and the child's father is absent. Like, there's so many rationales that they put to justify it. It's insane. Why? There's your Boaz is out there somewhere. Why deal with that? That's nuts to me.
Facts.
So I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. I've never put my hands on a woman, and I stand on that. There's no reason for me to. And if there comes a point where I feel like I want to put my hands on, I'm leaving.
Yeah, like,
exactly.
Like, man, like, listen, they will do so much to. Let me get back to the regular topic. Let me not deviate. This isn't really a too far deviation because it's all relative. I could have made up a word just there, but I didn't. But do you? Oh no, shit. We on a different topic right now. I didn't switch the topic on my damn shit. So, do you require some toxic in your relationship? Do you require some toxic in your relationship? I want to hear it. Nah, people don't want to talk.
I mean, we answered. Kurt answered.
Yeah, that's my turn. So, like he said, man, love will make you do some crazy things. Yeah, that's a fact. I know what I'm gonna say is this. Hell fucking no. I don't require no toxic in my relationship. You got something you want to say? Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say no. I don't.
Somebody wants somebody. Yeah, pull the mic close to your face. No, unpause. Like, pull the mic. Break it down, Devontae. Hold on, do I gotta play the sound effect? Hold up. I don't want to go down. Like this. Break it down, Devontae. Want to break it down? All right. So no, I don't require no toxic in my relationship. I don't like toxic.
Yeah, no,
I've been through too much toxic to be like, oh, that shit is fun, or I like when, like, some dudes do some dudes do get a rush of, oh, she just being spunky. I like that. What was
dudes and chicks.
Yeah, like
dudes and chicks.
Oh, that's cool until y'all end up on Snap and you the dead nigga because you like that shit.
Yeah, like,
get out of here.
Like what was that shit? He said, oh, she just doing that. I like when she do that. Like nah, I don't like. I don't need that argument shit. I don't need that. I want to come home just to have a little argument or fight, just to have that rough sex. nah, the fuck out of here, man. Like, if you want to have sex, just have sex. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to argue.
You want to role play. It don't got to be that.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I don't need, like, I'm already stressed. I already have other things trying to stress me. I'm already fighting not being stressed. Don't try to put stress on me. I mean, I need you to, like, take that shit away from me. Like, I mean, like, don't add on to the factors that's already weighing me down before I come home to unload that shit before I get in my door. Before I walk in my door, my shit is like this. Let me take my vest off. The world is outside. That's my literal shit. Before I walk in my door, the world is outside. When I walk in these doors, I ain't worried about shit. And that's on like facts. Like, I ain't worried about shit else outside the world while I'm inside my house. And like, it's like, yo, I take that vest off. If I gotta take that vest off and put another one on when I get inside, oh shit, I gotta put the bulletproof on now. Cause you alone in the clip. It's like, yo, hold up. Yo, it was an episode where Popeye did it to Olive Oil. He grabbed her, picked her up, spun around, put outside the door, and closed that motherfucker. And then Brutus started beating her ass, and then she came back, Popeye, banging on the door, and he let her ass back in. Popeye was a bitch ass nigga, first off. Oh, you don't believe so? Popeye was a bitch ass nigga. I could not be Popeye. Popeye deserved every fucking thing he got. And then take that spinach away from so Bruce could beat his fucking ass. He could stop doing that same shit for that little skinny bitch.
You sound like you feel some type of way about Popeye right now, brother.
I don't fuck with Popeye.
Damn, bro.
Because Popeye made it bad for everybody. Popeye was a simp. Matter of fact, Popeye was a simp.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you, but damn, bro, like you sound like you've been harboring this for some time. Like you need to sit on the couch, bro. Like, yo, what's up? You need to unload, my guy. Like, damn, like we. Damn, I see, yo. Hey, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like I would tell these kids today, yo, change the channel. You know what I'm saying? Captain America was on, Bionic 6 was on. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Transformers was on.
But Bionic 6 wasn't.
I'm just saying, like, yo, you just gotta change the channel, yo.
Bionic 6. Yo, matter of fact, remember karate? Never mind. That's a different situation. I don't want to get into that, but I do appreciate that pleasant memory. But yeah, no. Popeye was a simp. He was a bitch ass nigga. Popeye was a cartoon version of Jaheim put that woman first. Yes, well, he should have been too short. Fuck that bitch. Bitch. No.
Yeah, you definitely. Somebody needs to. One of the women in his circle, please go see this nigga and give him a hug, like, because he going through something right now.
I'm just saying
damn, bro.
I'm just saying that shit on purpose. I'm doing that to be funny. But Popeye,
damn, bro.
Was a bitch ass nigga though, but. What I'm saying,
he went right back to it. You see, it ain't just because, like, yo, he's still on it.
Time to say to be funny.
Nah, he right. Like, like our cartoons back then was wicked. So yeah, I agree.
It was wicked, and like the thing is though, like a lot of that shit happens nowadays. Like if like on the real, if y'all watch that cartoon, watch Popeye. You
gotta watch Popeye. You could play Super Mario. Like, I mean, like Mario was a simple. I gotta keep saving up from King Cobra. Like, yo, get out of here. I don't want.
She kept running back to that nigga, son.
Kept going back to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here. I'm just saying.
Did y'all see Family Guy when they say, yo, when Mario got fed up? And he said, oh, fuck that. And then Cooper was like, oh, you're talking too harsh. He said, yo, shut the fuck up. He said, you get behind me. He said, yo, get over here, you stupid bitch. He was cursing out. Like, he said, yo, how many times I gotta save you from this shit? And like, you keep running back. He said, yo, this is the last time. I was like, oh shit. I said, Mario going in, son. But the thing is, it's crazy because we didn't think about it that way.
We not at all. A lot of that shit with a lot of the
princess.
We didn't think about that shit with a lot of those cartoons and shit back in the day, like Sesame Street, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's facts. You know what I mean? But hey,
Yeah. So bottom line is like, yo, do you require a toxic relationship? No, I don't require toxic in my relationship because, like, honestly, I've been through too many toxic relationships to even look forward to the arguments, to look forward to the negative, to look forward to like the coming home just to have to go through the shit again. I don't look forward to it. I don't look forward to like the bullshit. I don't look forward to like the non-compromise. I don't look forward to the non-accountability. I don't look forward to the childness. Like like I'm a grown ass man, yo. You're supposed to be a grown ass woman. Like, don't be in your 40s like me. Don't be in your 30s and still acting like you in your teens.
I didn't pick that shit in my 20s.
I didn't like it then neither. Like, facts, Kurt. Facts. I didn't
You
like
know,
it then
you know
neither.
what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't raised like that. And I don't like the toxicity. And like Mark said, you allow that shit to happen one time, it's going to keep happening. And I'm not going to let no chick just bust me upside my fucking face for no reason.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, like, I'm cool.
Yeah. So it's like, man, Moss.
Nah. I agree with Kurt. Like it's we can continue beating dead horse at this point. It's just one of them things. Like as adults, you look for peace. My peace is my solace and being by myself. You know what I mean? If I want to dibble and dabble, right? If I want to dibble and dabble, I find somebody that's on the same page with me so I can dibble and dabble. If that's the case, like, and it doesn't require that type of physical. You know what I mean? That is unnecessary, uncalled for, and it's demeaning. No one deserves that. Just like no woman deserves to get beat, no man deserves to get beat. If you're looking for that, go get a hobby. Go kickboxing. Go to a boxing gym. You can let all that out. Let all that steam out, right? That your mate should never be your mate and your children should never be a punching bag. It's crazy and I can't even say the world we live in, right? Because it's been happening. I just say that now it's more so at the forefront, right? It's more prevalent now due to social media, due to that's a parking spot. Not moving. Exactly. Due to all of the different help groups and everything else that are available now, it's just unfortunate that people still feel like it's okay. And with it being okay, it's going to continue to evolve, and people are going to continue to die because of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Like, look.
Yeah.
It's, even on some recent shit, like I get a lot of slack, like flack. I can't say slack. Slack is like, I get a lot of flack when people say, "Yo, you was talking about me." Da, da, da. I'm like, motherfucker, who the fuck knew I was talking about you? I ain't saying nobody's name.
Well,
but
like, a guilty conscience is a guilty conscience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's on that individual, because you can be speaking plainly, and because it cuts so deep that specific individuals, they're gonna feel a way about it.
I'm
right?
gonna tell you straight up. I don't give a fuck. I genuinely don't. If I'm talking about instances, things that I see, things that have occurred, and things that I've witnessed in my life, things that I've been through in my life, I'm talking my own shit. I'm gonna talk about your shit, but I ain't gonna tell people who the fuck you are. I'm just talking about the situation, not the person. And
well, listen,
and my
it happens.
Yeah, it happens. And my thing is like, yo, and as I tell people all the time, you're not the only person going through the shit you're going through. So if you want to be a narcissist and put it on like that I'm talking about you, then cool, make it about you. However, I'm talking about shit in general. I'm talking about shit on the show. So what I'm saying, I say that to say this. Oh, go ahead, Kurt. Then I'll get into it.
No, I was just saying, like Mark said, you know what I'm saying? Even those people that's doing that shit, guilt make them too.
Hey,
every time.
Man,
you know
what up, Per Alley? Happy birthday! Happy birthday to Per Alley. We go way back.
That's they shit that they gotta deal with.
Facts. So I
At
said
the end of the day.
Oh, my bad, Kirk. Go ahead. Can't cut the OG.
No, go ahead.
No. Finish up.
No, I was just gonna say, like, at the end of the day, that's their shit that they got to deal with.
Yeah.
You know,
it goes back to the original situation. At what point do you grow? At what point do you change as an individual to better yourself? Because if what's being said isn't a part of your past and you're making it your current, guess what? That's on you. That's on you. That's nobody but you.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, so like, I talk about things, right? And everything is an instance. Everything is the inference. So it's like, and it's all a reference in bars. It's all a reference as well. It's like, damn, where the fuck is my bars button? I don't even have one. I mean, let me act like I do. Bars. That was me, y'all. But so basically, like, things happen. Like, nobody is special in life where like you're the only person that this is happening to. We're all unique in our own ways because even though we're going through the same things, it's a different nuance. Maybe the uniqueness is that this is you instead of somebody else, or maybe the time of day rather than they went through it. Maybe it's where you are than where they were. There's always something that's going to be unique about it. However, the situation in itself isn't unique. So when you talk about things, when I talk about things on the show, it's to bring light to the situation, not to the person that's in the situation. I've had niggas that's been like, oh, yo, you talking about this now, I'm going through this, you talking about me. I ain't nigga, exit stage left. Fuck out of here. I mean, I don't deal with soft-hearted niggas. I have. But I come up as though I'm gonna punch you in the face, or I'm just gonna ask you out my life. I'd rather exit.
I mean, even that, it's even that.
Niggas now, fam. Like, I've been exiting niggas for the longest time. B. Shorties too.
I mean, even and real rap, like even coming to the hood today, I was walking out the store, and his old head was like, "What's up?" I said, "What's popping?" The nigga got on his old. I don't speak that language. I said, "I don't give a fuck what you talk." You said what up? I said what up. He was talking from the reference of the blood and Crip shit. Like, nigga, you too old. You walking with a cane, right? But listen, one of my niggas who grew up with me, he saw me walk off. He came up to me. That's when I had put the phone on mute, and he was talking to me. He's like, "Yo, what?" He was like, "Yo, what the OG? You know what was that about with the OG?" And I told him, he's like, "Yo, D, I would have smacked the shit out of him. I was waiting on you." He's like, "Yo, but I had to pull him to the side. Like, yo, you wildin'. Not that one. You know what I'm saying?" No, what I'm saying all that to say this, right? Listen, everything ain't worth it. Popping somebody in the face. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm getting into. That's what I'm getting to because it would have led to, oh shit, somebody did move. It would have led to other shit. Let me move. It would have led to other shit, and who the fuck needs that at this point? You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is too old. I'm too old for that. You know what I mean? Like, I know that it's going to lead to me having to call my lawyer, taking on a fee, that I don't necessarily want to pay right now. I'd rather save it for some real shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, yo, it varies. It's not worth it all the goddamn time. So that's what I mean. I get what you mean by you X people. I would prefer to cut somebody out rather than taking it to that level. Unless you put your hands on me, I really don't see the reason nowadays for me to put my hands on anybody else. You know what I mean? And that's just where I'm at with it. Everybody doesn't necessarily have to see it that way. However, I do. You know what I'm saying? Damn.
Yeah.
Maybe I should pay attention to what I'm doing.
I agree. I agree. I agree with you, Mark.
But wait.
Everything ain't worth fighting for, though.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I'm at with it. And that's part of the reason why a lot of shit being I know I'm in the hood. And I know, part of the reason why I don't drink as often anymore, because I be in the hood. Like, and I know, let's say that had been a situation I was on tilt. I'd have beat the shit out of this, beat the shit up, beat the shit up, this nigga up, beat the shit out of him, and then I'd have looked like, damn, it wasn't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? So that's something like you just gotta be mindful of where you are when it comes down to certain things. Because again, nobody knows what you going through. A person catch an ass whipping off a GP, and little do they know the ass whipping they caught ain't had nothing to do with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. Based off of that, because man, that shit that just took me down a path. I didn't want to go there. Is toxic fun?
I mean, depending on the situation.
Hold on, Moss.
Depending on.
Let me Kurt answer that first, because based on what you just saying, like you was actually going to go into that. So I want Kurt to answer that real quick. Then I'm gonna bring it back to you.
No, I don't think toxic is fun. There's nothing fun about that because I think it's something that really make you act unpredictable, make you get out of your mind frame. Like Marsh just said, you gotta think about your actions and shit that wasn't worth it.
Right.
And I'm not putting myself in that situation just to see, just for fun. No, I'm cool.
Okay.
I'm too old for that shit.
Ooh, Kurt, say it again. Say it louder for the people in the back.
Shit, I ain't got to say it loud, but I'm just too old for that shit,
say
yo.
it again. Too old for that shit, man. Cut that shit the fuck out. Go ahead, Kurt.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I was up Morgan, I used to walk up campus. I used to be angry for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
That's that Philly shit, though.
Yeah. But that's the toxic shit. Being angry for no reason and shit like
Kurt, my bad. My bad, Kurt.
You know what I'm saying? But now I walk up there, I'm smiling and shit. I'm chilling. I'm enjoying life.
It is.
Like, fuck all that toxic shit.
Fuck all that toxic shit, man. Go ahead, Moss.
What I was going to say is it was a chick I used to deal with who liked to argue, and that would turn into us having crazy sex. But that's a fucking headache. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm like, at this age, it's like, nah. But even that level of toxicity wasn't putting hands on each other. You know what I'm saying? So there's limits. At this point, I don't even want that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if it's disturbing my peace, yo, go ahead, man. I'm good.
Let me hold on, man. Hold on. I'm gonna let the entire bomb right out of now. Let's get to that shit. Let's go. That.
Nah, I'm done. Like, it's just I'm not into that. I like my peace, man.
Let me go there too, man. Because like, there's no level of toxicity. I don't give a fuck if it's light. Toxic is toxic, man. Like, because like both of y'all actually alluded to, like, once you get some type of toxic, once they see they can take a little bit, they're gonna take a lot. And it's not just women. Like, yo, fellas do the same shit. Niggas do the same shit, y'all. Like, yo, listen. You get to a certain point, it's like, yo, if you're gonna be with somebody, like, yo, why want to bring them down? I've never been that person to bring somebody down that I've been with. I've never been that person. And honestly, anybody I've been with will tell you that. Maybe except the last person, because they got a safe face. I'm not gonna go there. But anybody else before that will really tell you, like, nah, the nigga wasn't about that shit. That's going back to high school, college. You know what I mean? Like, I've not been that person to be like, yo, let me fuck your life up. Let me see how I could make shit bad for you. Let me see how I could make your day worse. I've never been that nigga, yo. Never, because I didn't want that shit in my life. And I know the shit I was doing since I was 7 years old up until, I can't say now, but to my 30s. I mean, it's like, man, I don't have time to be dwelling around cops, worried about cops being called to me. I don't have time to be worried. You know, toxic is not fun to me. If you want to just have like a little like spur arguments. And the fucked up shit is, I've been dealing with a lot of toxic shit, like people who just want to argue and shit. And then just to just to have all that. I'm like, yo, that shit ain't like what the fuck, yo? Like, and so I had to really think about this shit. Am I still cool with a lot of them to this day? Yes, I am. But they realize who I am.
But they know, I was about to say that. They know you ain't for that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. They realize who I am. And honestly, a lot of them will tell me, like, yo, I wish I would have done shit differently. I tell them straight up, don't grow from it. Like you said, Kurt, grow. Grow and change. Don't wish you did shit differently. Do shit differently now. You ain't had to do it differently then. Don't regret nothing you ever did. If you didn't learn from anything you ever did, that's the problem. If you didn't learn from anything you've ever done, that's where the problem lies.
You think? Yeah.
Right? You. Mel, what up, my G? What up, Mel? What up, my nigga?
I was just going to say
Big Blue all day. A bad Kurt's repping the Giants. You know how we do over here, nah, I mean?
Yo, you represent who?
Yeah. Leave me alone, man. Shut up.
Y'all need to be caring for them Eagles.
NFC East is toxic, man.
No, the NFC is ours, bro.
Man, give us Barkley back.
The Philadelphia.
When it's all said and done, Philly's not winning a chip.
They're not.
So the Giants aren't with us. The Giants aren't winning a chip. Philly isn't winning a chip. So it is what it is. That's how I see it.
They making moves. They making moves though. The basketball team definitely ain't winning a chip. Football team is closer, but fuck them. I like going to North Philly though. I like going to Max's. Kurt, you know about that spot?
Max's is cool, but I've had better.
Nah, I love Max's. I love Max's, son. That's my spot, North Philly. I don't want to hear about the what's the chain spot that everybody keep talking about. That shit was terrible. Max's is the spot. Even though the fucking the 3-foot sub, cost you about $80. Where Kurt go? Kurt, oh shit, he ain't on there no more. But yeah, man. So look, is toxic fun? I know you answered that. No, it's not. To me, toxic is not fun. Toxic is not necessary. I can't fuck with toxic. To me, it's like, how can I get up out of this shit, man? How can I get away from this shit? If you deem toxic as being fun, I don't need to be around you. I don't give a fuck how good you look. I don't care how fat your ass is. I don't care how how good you fuck, how if you swallow. It ain't fun.
I don't know where you're going with this, but none of that even matters. You're gonna look that where it is.
It don't matter. Yo, fam, I was talking about this on the show. It was last year. I was in Miami. It was 2 years ago. I'm in Miami, and I'm on the strip. My shit was on the strip. And I'm chilling in front of my room. I had the bottle of 1738. And a bunch of shorties came up to me. It was like 3 of them. There was like maybe 23, 24. They was in their 20s. And they was like, what up, bro? What we doing? Like, we going where your room at, bro? I'm like, yo, I'm staying right here. You staying right here? Like, yeah. Where you? I'm like, right there. They're like, yo, let's go upstairs, bro. I'm like, yo, they're like, bro, why ain't you invite us upstairs? I'm like, why y'all keep calling me bro? I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I'm like, nah, y'all stay downstairs. I'm going upstairs. And the show's about to be over. I'm going upstairs. I left him downstairs, man, because I ain't want to deal with all that bro shit. All that other shit. It's like, I don't deal with, I don't like toxic, man. Like, if you want to be toxic, nothing against you. What do you think? Do that with the next nigga. You know what I mean? Hashtag factuals. So really don't say it depends on what toxicity presented. Like
That's DJ Young, really though.
Yeah,
so
really
we already know.
And she likes to do me anywhere, even when we could get in trouble. I like that.
I knew where that was going.
She calling the police.
We already know.
Line. That's not toxic, nigga. Like if she want to have, that's spontaneous, nigga. It's a different. Really though, come on, man. You know better. That nigga stupid. Yo, he at work, man. He can't join the live. You know that's not toxic, man. If she want to be spontaneous, hell fucking yes. But calling the cops.
Yo, where's Fitch?
Yo, Fitch been boo loving lately. He's been.
Oh, I'm proud of him. Nothing wrong with that. Let him do what he do.
I ain't mad at him neither, B. Do you think he was? As a matter of fact, he was on the live. I think was it Tuesday or Thursday? One of the
yeah, no.
He was on live. Matter of fact, nah, never mind. I talked to Fitch about it. It's never mind. But look, y'all. I might eat some dinner and go to sleep.
Do you think, my good brother? We'll chop it up.
Thank y'all for tuning in to #Factuals, one stop for information and entertainment. We call it infotainment the finest of fuckery. Your Moss, outro yourself, my G. In Moss fashion, he exited the live. Moss, he's not going to give y'all a verbal intro nor outro. But look, if I offer odds to Stevie, probably pay me no mind. Do the same thing for Ray. Probably tell me he fine. For you dumb motherfuckers, listen close and you find ignorance to handicap. Only then are you blind. All right? Peace. Where's my exit button?